Okay guys, today we're going to be doing a bass fishing Q&A. I get a lot of comments on YouTube and stuff, and instead of just replying, it's better to just make a video about it. So I'm going to get some from YouTube, and I sent out a Snapchat to all of you guys that have added me through YouTube. I put my Snapchat at the end of every video. If you want to add me, it's right there. Pretty much just add everyone. If you guys want to talk to me, ask me some questions, whatever, that's cool. Okay, so we're going to start with YouTube. The first one, Liam Els asks, why do you have more than one rod? That's a good question for a lot of people that don't know much about fishing, and I have a pretty good analogy to kind of help people understand it, because a lot of people that don't fish, they have no idea. They think it's like, you know, having 5 cars, like there's no point of it, but there is a point for it. I compare it to golfing. So, you know, like a golfer, they have all these different clubs. You know, you got your driver and your putter. That's like the two farthest ones apart. You can't hit a ball 300 yards with a putter. And you don't want to be, you know, putting with a driver. That's kind of the same thing why I have 7 rods. You know, if you're using a big bait, you don't want to be using a little trout pole. That's all flimsy. You're going to run into problems. You know, your pole's going to snap. It's not going to be able to handle big fish. And just stuff like that. So I know a lot of you guys probably knew that, but it's actually a good little analogy to use when like you're talking to people about it. Like I get so many people that come in my room, they see all these rods, they're like, dude, what's going on here? You can tell that to your mom if she's like, dude, why do you need so many poles? When I had 1 pole and I wanted another one, my mom's like, oh, why do you need another one? But yeah, that's kind of the reason for it. The Banana Squad, that's a sick name, asks, what kind of boat do you have? It's just a little boat that you see in my recent videos. It's a little 12-foot John boat that I got off Craigslist for $300, and it does the job for sure. Colorado Bass Holes asks, what kind of camera is that? He's not talking about that one, I don't think. He's talking about this one. That, I don't know if it focuses or whatever. This is the Sony HDR AS15. It's what I use in all my videos, like bass fishing. Well, what other kind of videos do I have? But yeah, I've spent about 150 tops on all of my camera gear, like chest mounts, tripods, batteries, SD cards. So if you guys want me to make a video more in depth about that, I know a lot of you guys are probably like out there wanting to start a YouTube channel. That's how I was a few years ago, and I picked that up, and it's been really good. Okay, so those are a few that I picked up off YouTube. Now we're gonna go into the Snapchat questions. Jesse asks, how do you normally use a drop shot? A drop shot, I fish it a lot up here in California. Whenever I'm fishing tournaments, I'll go to a drop shot a lot. It's just really slow. You just want to keep bottom contact. A lot of people will wiggle it a lot. You know, you can drag it slowly. A lot of people don't like drop shot fishing because it's really slow. A lot of the times if the bass aren't biting, you just want to dead stick it. So cast it out there, reel up your slack, just sit there. Just wait. That's what I do the most, because usually I'm only fishing a drop shot when the bite gets really tough. Okay, Cody asks, I really like your videos, by the way. Thanks, dude. What's a good way to catch bass when the soft plastic bite is off? Would cranks or lipless cranks work better over frogs? So I think what he's asking, a lot of the times, you know, a reaction bite is better than soft plastics. Like, you can get up more fish. So if you're having trouble with soft plastics, and it's just really slow, sometimes you can get them to react to, you know, burning a crankbait right in front of their face. You know, they're not in the mood to eat, but it comes by, they're like, ugh. And so they'll eat that pretty good that way. With frogs, it's almost kind of the same thing. Billy Cush 97 asks, what's the best lure for pond fishing? Probably, if you're gonna be straight up, only one lure, definitely a Senko. Luke Brower asks, right now I'm wondering how to catch fish when the water's higher than it's supposed to be. Now, I'm in California. I'm guessing you're on somewhere over there on the other side of the United States where you get floods. We don't get rain, so I'm not really an expert at this, but I know when that happens, the fish, they just freak out. And if you're on a boat, you know, you can catch them deep, up shallow. They just pretty much scatter, like they don't know what's going on. Now, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure that's what goes on. Andrew V asks, what's your number one bait to use for bass fishing? If you're trying to be safe, probably a Senko, but a few of my favorite baits are frogs and chatterbaits, if you can catch them. Alright, my dude Blake Sod, he's seen in most of my videos, asks what's my uploading schedule when school starts. I just started school, so I'm going to be getting a lot of homework, so I would expect 1 to probably 2 videos a week. Might be 3, might be 1. I'm going to do as much as I can, but just, you know, school's first, so however much I get up. And he also asks, are you going to start doing more vlogs? I'm kind of trying to implement that into my videos, like, you know, fishing and then, you know, kind of like talking to the camera at the same time, if you guys have noticed that. Matthew asks, good frog tips. Check out the video right here if you want some good frog fishing tips. Okay, Cameron Colson asks another drop shot question. He asks, what's your ideal setup for drop shot fishing showed? First I'm going to talk about line. I use 15-pound braid to like an 8-pound leader. You can tie like a double uni knot or whatever. If you want to know the rod I have, check out the video right here for like a, it's my arsenal, so you can like get a quick review of that. Yeah, that's pretty much my drop shotting setup. Chase Dorito asks, rod/reel company preferred. I like Lew's and 13 Fishing for my bait casters, probably the main ones. And for rods, I'm probably going to stick to number 8 and 13 Fishing, just because for the price, they're just awesome rods, super sensitive, and I just really like them. Alright, Chase Dorito also asks, what are your future plans in bass fishing? My dream would be to become a pro. That would be awesome, but for now I'm just trying to work up there. I'm going to keep doing YouTube for a long time, and hopefully that'll take me somewhere. I don't know, but I'm not like expecting it, you know, to do all this cool stuff. I just like doing it, making videos. It's super fun, so I don't know yet, but I'm going to fish for probably the majority of my life. Eduardo asks, what's the best lure for bass fishing this time of year, which it's late summer. I love frog fishing, as you guys know, but if not, then you're probably gonna, if they're not gonna bite on a frog, then you're probably gonna have to go with like a drop shot or a Senko or something finesse like that. Brody Sod asks about crankbaits, like when's good to throw them and stuff like that. In the fall, I love to throw a lipless crankbait like a red-eye shad. Those are pretty cheap. You can pretty much throw that year-round. Obviously, not in winter for some of you guys, because you'll just be throwing it on top of ice. But, or when it gets really cold, you know, the fish kind of shut down. But I like lipless crankbaits pretty much year-round. And then, of course, you know, square bills for like shallow stuff. If you got rocks, you know, you're trying to bounce it off wood, rocks, whatever, square bill is a good choice. Nick asks, do I ever go to school? Yes. It sucks. And we are switching up the camera angle. Tyler asks, favorite bait to use? I'll give you guys a top 3. Number 1, frog, obviously. Number 2, whopper plopper. Thing is freaking awesome. And number 3, probably a chatterbait. I just love a chatterbait because it's super weedless and it flat out catches fish. Christian S says, what's your favorite lure to use during the summer besides a frog? Kind of already went over that. Drop shot and Senko is what you mainly want to focus on. Okay, that's going to wrap up the video. Answered all the questions from Snapchat and some from YouTube. If you guys want to see another video like this, definitely let me know. And just go ahead and leave your questions for the second one in the comments below. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.